Hello and welcome to this live streaming from the President's house in Colombo in Sri Lanka, where the people have taken over. The protests which were going on for more than 3 months in Sri Lanka, finally the people have managed to show their power and have managed to push the president out of this house. The president has said, President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has said that he will resign on the 13th of July. That is being awaited until then. This is his official residence, and you can see this was a place where nobody could enter. It was a high security zone till yesterday, when hundreds of thousands of Sri Lankans gathered in Goldface Road to actually make a point to say that they do not want the president to continue, and they blame the president for the situation they are in. As we know, Sri Lanka has been struggling a lot. It has been facing crisis of essentials like food, fuel, gas, and even, medicines. So that is the situation here, and because of lack of all these essentials, people are spending their lives in queues waiting for fuel. Their livelihoods have been affected. And here you see, this is the atmosphere here. It's more of a picnic where people from all across the country are coming from different parts to see, and they have been asked to come and see what is this place, what is this president house where the president lived, the very president who the Sri Lankans blame for the situation they are in now facing. This was the same president who was respected in this country because he was the one who was, really led the war, the civil war which happened for more than 10 years. And this is the situation of the bedrooms here. The whole house has been taken over by people, whether it is the kitchen, they are cooking in the kitchen, they are resting in these rooms, they are trying to take a feel of what this man lived and where he lived. And this is the first time, and everybody is gathering here. People are coming, and the protesters have been saying that everybody should come. It's a very interesting how there are announcements being made that people should not dirty the place, they should not litter the place, they should not damage the property, because at the end of the day it is public property. That's what the announcements that street where people are queuing up to come in. And these are the corridors, the very corridors of power that the Gotabaya Rajapaksa and the Rajapaksa family enjoyed at one point of time in this very country. Today you see people taking over these corridors of power. And that is what people say. It is the power of the people. And what we have seen in the last 3 months in Sri Lanka, that the people who were actually politically divided are all united, and they are all, happy today. This is a moment of victory for them to be able to throw the president out of this very house where he lived. Is it possible to talk to you? Jai Veva?
Yeah, thank Jai Veva. Aragalate Jai Veva.
Jai Veva is victory, and that is what the feeling here is. People want to, would you like to talk to us about how is this a moment of victory?
Yes, 100%. Yes, it is. 100%.
How long has the struggle lasted, and what does it mean to you now?
It's honestly, it's kind of sad what happened to a country, but we're getting better. We're getting better. Hopefully in a couple of years, maybe we can get back to where we were. But yeah.
The struggle lasted ages, months and months. It was before the people even started gathering. People at home, they were struggling. People were struggling. They couldn't come out of the house. They couldn't get out onto the streets. They couldn't do anything. They came over here. They set up Gota Gogama. But way before that, people were struggling at home. And then finally, when people started setting up, I thought people thought the government would get an idea, get a message, but they pushed the public to this point. To the point where the people had to come out, the people had to rally, the people had to protest. I'm very grateful. It was peaceful, except for a few instances that was out of completely unexpected, and we really hope everything's safe. But I'm really glad that we've seen a victory, and the president has said that he will get out, and I think the whole country right now is rejoicing. They're happy. The presidential palace has become a museum now for the people. I'm very glad everybody's coming here to take a look, as long as they don't hurt the ancient stuff here. and I'm just looking forward to the future. I'm hoping that the next few months will be very difficult, will be very, very tough, but after that we'll build up slowly from the bottom. We can slowly build up. Love my country, and I hope if you all are watching from abroad, please visit us. Please come to Sri Lanka. It's a beautiful country. It's a beautiful place. Just a few more months and then you'd love it here. Trust me. Just come down.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.
So there you see, this is the kind of feeling that exists. People want tourists to come because that is one of the main sources of living here. And I'll also like to show you how the maintenance of garbage is going on at the same time. That is one thing which was very common in the last few days, what we have seen in the last few months, even at the protest site, the management of garbage, the people coming together and bringing food for all the protesters, water. There was never a shortage of all these items which made and which helped all these protesters to stay at the protest site for 3 months. And yesterday, that was 9th of July, was actually the 3 months when they got over. And now, as that one of the Sri Lankans just mentioned, that it is a museum. People are feeling this place. And our most interesting visuals that came out just after the people managed to enter. Of course, there was a bit of, they broke the barricades. They actually broke. There are some damages that we are seeing here in the building. This is an old architecture from the time of the British. It was the House of British Governors since 1804, and it was only in 1972 when Sri Lanka got its independence that it became the president's house, the official residence. And here you would like to see what they are doing. There is a swimming pool. These visuals went viral on 9th July when hundreds of thousands of people entered these, well-protected buildings. And at this swimming pool, it is like a picnic. It is like a, feel everybody is enjoying. They are celebrating this struggle of more than 3 months that they were sitting on the roads all day, all night. And here you can see, look at this. It's a moment of victory, it's a moment of celebration, and they are trying to take over each part of this building, whether it is the swimming pool, whether it is the bedroom, whether it is the kitchen, laundry, and you can just feel, look at them singing. So these are songs of victory, and just beside the pool where we will try to go, but unfortunately it's so crowded that we might lose the internet signal, so that is why we wouldn't want to go there. But the gym is full of people. They are using the gym equipment. There you see. And these are not people just from Colombo. They are coming from outside. They have, there were attempts to stop public transport, but now there were trains. People came on trains. People got onto trucks. People got onto different vehicles and managed to reach here. And this is what celebration is all about. This is what the people say, that it was people's struggle. And as I mentioned, first time Sri Lanka stands united above all religion, above all classes, above all differences, because it is the story of their future. It is the story of their lives. And they want that the future should be bright, and they do not want these politicians to continue who they blame for the present situation. Back to you. We are winding up from here, but definitely we'll have to see how it goes till 13th July when the president will actually resign. Ravinder Bawa, CGTN, Colombo.